MP for Tema East, Isaac Ashai Odampton, says basic education in his constituency could collapse if immediate steps are not taken by government to fix some challenges. According to the MP, most basic schools in his constituency are without the needed textbooks. MPs on Govt Assurance Committee are touring schools to verify the Education Minister's claims that textbooks for the new curriculum have been distributed to basic schools.
It's expensive. And so the gaps we are seeing in Tema now, in terms of textbooks, in terms of classroom availability, in terms of furniture, is so obvious. I know we don't have much time. And so to sum it all, government must move speedily to empower the assemblies and also empower the metro education officers to ensure that these gaps are bridged in the short term.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My colleague Govt Assurance is currently with the MPs who are touring these basic schools. He joins us with more details. Kweku, now, this MP has told us what the challenges are, but do we know if there's anything he is doing to help address them?
So, Bernice, the enormity of the situation is in such a way that the MP himself says he's handicapped in how he's able to support. He says he's been able to use his MP's common funds to help with the infrastructure bit, but there are some bit of it that is completely out of his purview. We know that government started implementing the new curriculum in the last 4 years, and the new textbooks were needed to complement government's efforts in this regard. For 4 years now, a lot of schools have been operating without textbooks, and teachers have had to use their lesson notes to be able to take students. This, the MP says, it is not within his purview. He cannot bring textbooks because he does not have even the authorities to be able to do so. Just last year, the minister appeared before the Assurance Committee in Parliament and assured them that after 3 years, the textbooks were now going to the schools, and that if they went there to inspect, they would find that. We have been going to a number of schools since last week, Thursday, and the situation is generally that a lot more schools do not have copies at all. Even those who have copies have very few copies. So the situation is really dire, and the students themselves, together with their head teachers, are crying that the lack of textbooks is affecting how they are able to impart knowledge to students, and especially for students who are about to write BEC, they are in a much difficult and precarious situation. So the situation isn't so good as we speak, and the call from the committee, the call from the MP and other stakeholders is for the Education Ministry to make good the promise they made that these textbooks will now finally go to the schools.
Right, Kweku, so the committee, we understand, is wrapping up the tour today. Just give us the general sentiments and, most importantly, what the committee is going to do based on the discoveries it has made on the ground.
So most of the committee members have been speaking to, you get a sense that they are really disappointed about the situation. In fact, Bennett, I can tell you that these schools that the Assurance Committee is touring were actually schools that were selected for them by the Education Ministry. And so it tells you that if they were supposed to have done random stops, go to schools themselves to find out what the situation is, it would have been much worse. These are schools that the Education Ministry selected themselves. So it tells you that these are schools that the Education Ministry thought they had resourced them adequately enough, and the situation isn't so. The committee expects that when they return to their various offices in Parliament tomorrow, when the House is due, they'll put together a comprehensive report and really charge the Education Minister to do his best. There are even those who are asking that the Education Minister be charged with perjury, because he appeared before the committee and said that he was going to provide the textbooks and had already dispatched same. But a year down the line, the Education Ministry is storing these facilities and declared that the textbooks are not there. So we expect some more action when the committee members return to Parliament tomorrow.
Right, Govt Assurance, he is a parliamentary affairs correspondent.